Wow.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're back. Hello. Wow, we actually put 5 minutes into this. Okay. That's right, everyone.
Yeah, that was fancy.
I know.
It was fancy.
Welcome back. You thought we were rid of us, but you can't get rid of us. Welcome back to the new Capes and Lunatics podcast. Instead of all these various shows over here, and I have to run over here and do this show and this show and this show. Just twice a week, you're just going to get a Capes and Lunatics with all of us. And Tyler should be on his way here soon. And in true comic book, modern comic book storytelling, we will have new number one. This is the new number one, but we also have legacy numbering on it. So
all new, all different.
Like
but still the same. Yes. So yes, everyone should know me because I was on every damn show. But everyone should know Lilith because she was either on or guested on every show. We got Justin the Owl.
Yes.
And we got Nightwing News' Kristen.
Woo!
Yay.
And she has a kitty that might show up from time to time.
Ooh,
so
I hope we can see the kitty. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You'll see.
As soon as the camera came on, the cat's like, I'm out of here.
You'll see the cat. He might jump up in front of her.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
Camera hog. He's just like.
I love it.
And like I said, Tyler should be on his way soon. Electric Mullet and on his own Krypton report. Tyler. All right, so
nobody tell him, but we all listen to Krypton report for James. Shh.
Mr. James. Part of it, love. All right, I'm going to hijack this before we get to everyone else's topic. I can think I've cut back on comic books, but I think I always have to substitute one obsession with another. And the family doesn't help because first Danielle got me something, and then I had to go to a card show with Luca today. So, in the box, I already showed this one to Kristen. In a box that Danielle got me like a week or two ago.
Look at that!
That's
foil.
It's not
lenticular.
Maybe on some of it. No, it's not.
It looks shiny.
It might just be some of the foil there where it's shiny, but
it looks shiny.
I know. I was like, yes.
His little crow brain, shiny, gimme.
Exactly. And then today we're at the card show. Look what I got, Justin. Rated in 1990.
Man, you might not want to get into the card game. You might not want to do this.
I remember that series.
You'll have no money left.
Exactly. Poor Luke is not going to have a college fund. Well, just getting the kid smart. He's going to need those scholarships.
That's probably going to be it because this is going to go up on the shelf.
That's how it always starts.
On the shelf over here.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have a wall of them.
Like Lilith?
He's going to whip them out like the DVD cases of the early 2000s. It's just going to be all comic book cards.
But no, I mean that was my secret. That was my secret shame I had to relive. I only started collecting these in the 90s with Series 2. This was Series 1, so I was like,
"Oh, that was Series 1." Oh wow!
This one, yeah, this is the 19. Yeah, the very first. Yep.
Yeah,
graded and everything.
Now, if you could only just get it signed.
Who did the art on that one?
I don't know. Was that a Bagley? It might be.
It kind of looks like it, doesn't
if anybody knows, you might get a no prize. Let us know.
It kind of looks like it.
You'd think it would tell you, but no.
They never want to give the artist any credit. You know that, Phil.
Oh, yeah.
Well, especially back then in the 90s. Unless you were like one of the top 5, they didn't care.
Yeah.
Google it. I'm sure it's out there on the internet somewhere.
I could probably find it if I Google it. There's a thing on the back to scan it, but it basically just tells you like the value and stuff. It doesn't tell you like artists and stuff.
So did
I'll
you
keep
just
you
get
honest, Phil?
Did you just get the cards, Phil, or did you get anything else?
Well, I just got this. My son got the rest of the cards today. But
okay. Yeah.
What's he trading? What kind of cards is he into?
Well, of course he likes the football, basketball. He dabbles in like baseball and soccer a little bit. We've gotten some WWE cards as well.
All sports ball, gotcha. Copy.
Yes.
It skips a generation.
It pretty much does. I mean, he can sit there and talk sports with my dad. He's 12 and he can talk sports with my dad like he's an adult. They're talking about.
Do they all root for the Pittsburgh teams, or are there divided loyalties?
Nah. My son has no loyalty. He's just like, well, he likes the Vikings because of Justin Jefferson, but he's pretty much just like, who's winning? Okay.
Fair weather fan. I see how it is.
Well, no, usually he has some favorite teams, but he's like, nah, I don't care if I'm from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, brand loyalty, it sucks. You don't need it.
Well, like I said, sports, it's like, after a couple years, they change players anyway, so it's like you're rooting for the same people.
Unless you're the Patriots.
Right.
Ooh, wicked.
20-year dynasty.
To your city, Phil.
I cheer my sports.
Shout out to all the Lions fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really like football, but Detroit
those are long suffering fans, man.
Yes, but my dad, the Detroit teams are the Detroit teams.
At a certain age, at least you had the Red Wings and Gretzky.
Yeah, we had the Red Wings. Now the Red Wings suck, but
yeah,
they'll come back around. They'll come back eventually. It's cyclical.
You watch WWE. That's as close as I get to most sports.
Soap on the rope.
Wow!
That's what they call it. It's just soap operas for men, man.
Oh, at the end of June, we're going back to another WWE show. This one's actually on Netflix, so maybe you'll be able to see us on Netflix.
Netflix, really?
Oh, the one they do every Monday now. It's on Netflix. So.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you can see it that every week. You can see it everywhere in the world. So I mean, Ray could watch WWE.
I saw there was some wrestling on Tubi the other day. I thought, what is going on here?
Oh,
is
it the AEW or?
No, it might be another WWE. What is that?
It was it wasn't the WWE. It was
Evolve. Was it Evolve or something?
Something like that.
It's very beginning when people are trying to get in Lilith.
Yeah, it's like the minor leagues. It's like the AAAs. Okay,
they kind of have a little, because they do that, and then if they do good there, they kind of shoot them up to NXT, which is another minor league.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
Wow.
Pro wrestling is very fascinating, actually, behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. All right.
Isn't wrestling what brought us our new Secretary of Education?
Oh God.
Man,
Oh.
Well, at least she doesn't have brainworms that she announced. So sorry.
She announced.
Hashtag still bitter. Sorry. I have school-age children I'm taking care of, so I'm like, we can't be having measles outbreaks in Florida.
Oh,
yeah. Yikes.
What's this autism? I never saw this when I was growing up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, your grandpa only collects trains, your grandma collects bells. Okay. Okay. All the dishes no one can touch. Okay.
There's a meme that
Speaking
killed
from
me.
experience.
It said there was no autism when I was a kid, and then on the bottom it said, "Yeah, well, your family also had your aunt lobotomized for being depressed. It's not a surprise you didn't talk about it much."
What's the line from Girl Interrupted? For not going to college, you end up as a woman, you end up in a mental institution. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
that's the thing.
Trying to keep this cheery. Okay.
Oh well.
All right.
We'll do a little bit of everything on this show.
Yes. All right. Well, let's talk some comics. Let's see. Let's start with Kristen. Kristen, I know what you want to talk about.
Chomping at the bit. Yay!
The new Nightwing and the new Titans issues. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
So here's
both new.
So, all right. So, okay, this is weird. Okay, so yeah, here's our Nightwing news segment, kids. All right.
I actually thought that this one was pretty diggity dank. It was back with the artist who did the
oh yeah.
Well, they were trying to do that medievally one, which I was not. It could have been more medieval than.
Yeah, you got to go all in.
Exactly.
Can't be on the middle. Can't sit on the fence on that one.
Well, I mean, most projects could go more medieval for you as you lecture on that.
I mean, 100%. Yes, 100%, 110%. But I thought it really worked with this. So the cover is kind of misleading because it's not really about her.
Get out of town.
But I thought it was a cool diversion that now we've got kind of I assume this must be like a fill-in issue because
it does. That's why it kind of seemed weird to me because it was like we're going this big gang war, tensions are building. Then all of a sudden, and especially for issue 125, also it almost seems like a fill-in with like Maggie Sawyer for the most part. Which again, it wasn't a bad story, but it just kind of seemed like to stop the momentum or something.
Right, I
think they're trying to sabotage Nightwing as a character personally, so that more people will go back to Batman. That's my personal opinion, man.
Well, I think we're renumbering though too because Superman and Batman are renumbering by the summer. So let's. I
just feel like it seems that maybe the next issue that it was supposed to be, maybe the art wasn't ready in time or something. So that I don't know if this was going to be the next. I don't know if this was going to be the next arc or maybe this is like a couple backup stories that they made into one. I mean, because obviously this isn't done yet. I mean, this is also going to be ongoing, but I thought it was cool because obviously that dude's supposed to be kind of playing doctory, so that was nifty. And of course, it has shout outs to some of the okay parts of Chuck Dixon's run. The further away we get from the 90s, the less in love with Chuck Dixon's run I am, mostly because I find out more shady things. Yeah, that's the problem.
Sometimes you just gotta shut up, man. Make your money and shut up.
All right, Lilith, keep an eye on the room. Tell me when Noel Tate shows up.
But Hogan's Alley was fine, like hanging out at the top bar was fine. And so the idea that there's this spoiler alert, mythical creature or whatever /
it's been more than a day. That's kind of the rule now on the internet. You're fine, Kristen.
Person using this old-timey story to go after cops who do dirty things. Yeah, that sounds cool.
They got all they could ever want.
Exactly, especially in a place like Bloodhaven.
Good.
Again, it wasn't bad. It felt like filler to me. Like, oh, we're doing a fill-in issue, but it's by the same writer. I mean, it's Dan Waters, the one who wrote that Destro series, Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that's why I said I feel like this. Well, and because it was the art that was in the backup issue when they did that, 13th century one, I'm wondering if this was going to be a couple backup stories. I feel like it must just be that the art that was supposed to be in 125 wasn't ready, and so they had to go with this. Which it was a little jarring at first, but obviously this is another ongoing thing. And I mean, it kind of makes sense because let's be real, in a place like Bloodhaven or Gotham, there are obviously cesspools. You can't expect it to be, I deal with one villain and everyone waits for that one villain to be wrapped up before we go.
Yeah, this ain't Central City.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Is that artist Francesco Francavilla in that one?
Yes.
That was the name. I love his stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got to read that.
Yeah, it worked really well. So yes, aside from on the cover, I expected one thing and then I read it and that wasn't it. But I thought it was good and I liked it.
Nice.
I just wonder maybe they're switching artists too, because I know when they do a fill-in, sometimes we're like, oh, hey, this fill-in's better than the actual regular artist in our, for our taste.
I mean, the other artists, it's not like I don't have any gripes with the regular Nightwing artist, unlike the Titan artist. Although we got a new artist in Titans.
Who's the new artist?
Now it's hold on.
Although it's kind of hard to follow up Bruno Redondo, who was on there with Tom Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean.
Oh, Bayless. Bayless is the artist this time around.
I mean, this is Bruno Redondo art, Justin.
Oh, that is? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they took a lot of art for their run, because this DC box I got, it's like one of the covers from Nightwing 100, so he's dead center on that box. So I don't know.
Was it all Bruno Redondo art? I thought I saw advertised something about Bruno Redondo cards, but
I mean, some of the cards were, but the box was Bruno Redondo art.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and almost, again, it seemed like the opposite of what Lilith was saying. It seemed like they were making a push to push more Nightwing.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's not a emotionally stunted dick like some people.
Exactly. It's like, if you're not going to let Batman grow up, at least let Dick grow up.
Exactly.
Hey,
Batman, my favorite character.
I know everyone knows that drop.
That pillow princess.
You talk about Batman?
Anyway, I was satisfied. I was satisfied. So now I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with the gang war and the robots, and also what's going to happen to the dirty cops. I also thought it was kind of cool how the one cop that gets killed wouldn't fit your traditional definition of dirty because he's not corrupt, but he's a douchebag anyway because he always does just what's allowed. So he pushes it to the line, and he's very much a letter of the law, not the spirit of the law.
That was
I shouldn't beat up suspects, but the law says if you can't tell, I can. So I just beat them up in places you can't identify.
Yeah, that was horrible in this issue. Yeah, when Maggie's investigating him, and the wife's like, "Oh, he knew just enough how to beat me and the kids without with crossing the line and stuff."
Right. Yeah. So it's very since it's by the same writer. He's really got a good thing going on with critiquing police and that kind of thing. So he's on top of his game. I would say, Tom Taylor's run was hard to follow up on, and this run has been darker, grittier, but it has not yet gone too dark and too gritty. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's a gang war into the one gang, the Teddies. How old were those kids again? They were 12 or 13 or something. Yeah. Again, one gets killed.
But we've seen Nightwing in worse places, so it's been good.
That's right. Getting slapped by Batman every so often. And then in the Titans, Deathstroke is back.
Yeah. Wait, wrong side. Deathstroke.
No, there he is. Yeah.
See what you get when you order a box of Nightwing stuff.
That's right.
So yeah, they weren't going to let him sit forever because he was depowered and all that fun stuff.
Right, like I said, I was so stoked because although it's the guy who, it's not that his art, and his name is escaping me, is bad. It's just the faces are weird. But it was a different artist for sure this time, and I like the faces better. See, look at that face.
Nice, yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not like that face. What's up with that? Or Donna's. He always gets Donna's face weird.
Yeah, it either look like she
might have a little Botox. Leave her alone. It's got to settle.
I was gonna say she's either smelling a bad
Juvederm. It's got to settle.
Either smelling a bad fart or leaving one. I don't know.
The faces on the inside are more normal.
Artist, yeah.
Good.
And again, that's another. Again, just the whole game is tough to follow up on because Tom Taylor was writing Titans and Nightwing when he was on there, and now.
Oh, both of them?
I like when that happens. It gives it a little more consistency.
Yeah. Now you got two different.
And you can do crossovers a little more easily as well too.
Yeah.
I never understood why they didn't ever make Starfire a regular part of Nightwing's supporting cast.
Too much Babs drama. We just don't need that. She's just better off in Titans doing her thing than.
Yeah. I think I feel like once they moved him back into the Bat family, it was it's too hard.
We can't have aliens. We got to keep it a little more grounded than that.
Right, it's too hard to explain.
Meanwhile, Blockbuster shows up every quarter.
Right.
He's dead again.
It's funny. Rebirth starts after New 52, and it's remember the guy who got shot in the head? Oh yeah, he's back.
To be fair, Jason showed back up. It can happen in DC. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, this time Blockbuster had his heart ripped out. So come back.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
It's possible.
Somebody get Man-Bat on the phone line, please. He can fix it. I believe in him.
Okay.
There's always a way.
And then
you can have a boombox, some other tube. Who knows?
Mostly. Yeah. Just setting more stuff up. Deathstroke's out to get them. The art is better.
Deathstroke as a Titans villain has always kind of it's so weird to me, but I like it. But it's kind of weird when you step back and think about it. It's you got beef with teenagers, bro.
Right? Why is this old man who's supposed to be the world's best assassin?
Right?
My lord.
Yeah, he's mad at a bunch of kids.
I mean, and the worst part is, just for like revenge purposes. But who repowers him? Tara.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I love it then when he keeps showing up in, and it might have been Dixon's run, but back in the 90s, early 2000s, I don't know. There's this one issue where he comes to Bloodhaven and he's in Dick's apartment when Dick gets in, and Dick comes in and Deathstroke like picks him up and is like, "Hello" or whatever. And oh my god!
Yeah, that was Devin's run.
It's like your uncle comes to visit you, and they're like, "Oh, look how big you've gotten since I saw you last time." I like that cracks me up, and I love it.
And the biggest injustice, they skipped this month. We didn't get a Batman and Robin Year One by Mark 8th this month.
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't know.
That was like a knife to my heart.
Yeah, because that week these came out, Kristen's like, did we not get a Batman and Robin Year One this week? I looked it up and I was like,
I think a lot of things have kind of been falling behind because of, behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. Oh. I mean, no, it's not really done because they do Image and DC do Lunar. And it's really the little smaller ones like Dark Horse and IDW and stuff that have like really were dependent on Diamond. But like, yeah, I just think that there's like a lot of like potential strikes that might be going on with like UPS, FedEx, even USPS right now too. So there's like, I know my mail like just all around has just been kind of like slow and late. Mm-hmm. And your hub is really bad. It's been bad for a couple of years.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh hub.
Oh, okay.
Is of course you can write a comic much faster than you can illustrate a comic.
Yeah.
So I wonder if sometimes if the writer's ahead and the artist is not.
Yeah, they haven't really. Yeah, things seem to be kind of like the editor's not editing, not really like cracking the whip, as it were.
Well, I mean, the
and everybody's doing like 6 books at minimum.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. Editors probably aren't getting paid any more than writers and artists are either. Yeah.
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 That's right.
Well, the other one is for your all ages. They've started Teen Titans Go again, and it's been pretty funny so far. So last month was #1.
That show ruined Cartoon Network. Boo! That is the ridiculousness of Cartoon Network. Boo!
That show is hilarious. Lilith, I gotta show you the Scooty Booty Robin that I bought on.
Oh no!
But this is good for memes, bad for business.
Because Robin was trying to find out where Cyborg went, and he dresses up like a.
Looks like Harvey Bullock.
Like a old school gumshoe.
Oh, that's adorable. The best all ages book at DC is always going to be Scooby-Doo and Batman. Sorry?
Oh, no, 100%. Scooby-Doo's amazing. Oh, but of course, also I like it because at one point, Beast Boy turns into a kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Oh.
We have Owl fans here, Kangaroo fans here, yes.
Yeah.
But I'll say, whenever it comes out on streaming, because I'm not paying money for it, but whenever it finally gets to HBO Max, we should obviously all watch Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League and discuss.
Oh.
Hopefully it's better than that other Batman Ninja movie. Where they're in the
that Batman Ninja movie was hilarious, though, because of the 3-foot helmet that Red Hood wore. It's worth watching.
I mean, I smoked a doobie and I was fine, but I don't think I could do it sober.
Oh my god. All right.
That's fair.
All right. Justin, you want to tell us some of your...
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to tell us...
I've actually been going back in time, believe it or not. And I've been taking a break from Marvel or DC because I'm not really happy with all other new stuff.
As you should.
Yeah,
Good
right. Yeah. And so I've been going back to a couple of old favorites. And one of them is one that I heard was going to be relaunched last year, but it never appeared. So I was kind of waiting for it. But it's a comic series called Whisper, which was created by Stephen Grant back in 1983. And it's really, I can't really describe it in a way that does it justice, but it's not really a ninja. I mean, she's not a ninja per se, but she's been trained in martial arts, and she just kind of inherits this costume, and all of a sudden her life just becomes this maelstrom of chaotic madness, and she just goes from one extreme situation to another. And But the thing is, she's extremely resourceful and extremely adept at whatever she's doing. She overcomes pretty much every obstacle. And it's just amazing. The way that Stephen Grant ties all these stories together is really great. And this is also back in the 80s, so there's a lot of Cold War stuff going on, a lot of nuclear bomb proliferation stuff going on, a lot of
how things come back around.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. But just the way
was Russia our enemy back then, though?
Well, depends on who you ask, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, I can't say enough good things about Whisper. It's one of my.
Well, the cover's got
favorites.
side boobs, so it's got to be awesome.
Absolutely, the art's great. In the first year of the title, we got some of the very early artwork from Norm Brayfogle, who went on to do Batman and other great things, Archie and all that.
I was going to say, I saw Norm Brayfogle on there. I'm like, oh.
Yes. Yeah. He does about, I think, 10 or 12 issues. And it's excellent stuff. Very dark, though. I mean, I started reading this in high school. I picked up a whole bunch of back issues because I saw that Norm Brayfogle did the artwork. And I was interested by the covers. They looked cool. And I thought, wow, if I had read this back when I was a kid, when these originally came out, I probably would have been traumatized. They're very dark and very gritty and very hard-boiled, but they're fantastic stories. I can't say
the art looks that art from that cover looks good.
Yeah, that's a Michael Golden cover. Yeah, but yeah, just a fantastic series. It went on for about 37 issues, and they collected it in a series of omnibuses.
What's the company behind this?
The original one was, I think, Capital or something like that, but then it went to First, which is where it went, where the original series kind of stayed for the rest of its duration. So there were rumors that it was going to come back last year, that there was going to be a new series, and I was really excited. But
was it like a Kickstarter, or were they going to do like a whole main thing? Or
I think it was a Kickstarter. Yeah, I don't know if it's still going or if they're going to do like a limited mini-series. I'm not sure, but I've been patiently waiting, hoping that it comes one of these days. But yes, definite. If anybody's looking for something new and interesting to read, this comes as with one of my highest recommendations.
Oh,
yes.
Hi.
And
wait. Highest recommendation?
Well, that too. Yeah. In addition to that, I've also been reading one of my other old favorites that I discovered back in high school, a Marvel UK book. Or actually, no, it's not even Marvel UK. This is back before Marvel UK. 2000 AD used to publish some fantastic serialized stuff. And one of my all-time favorites is this crazy thing right here. Nemesis, the Warlock.
Written, like a blacklight poster, Justin.
I know. Written by Pat Mills with art by Kevin O'Neill. And the artwork by Kevin O'Neill, the first time I saw it, I thought, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this artwork in my life. And most people might know him from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen stuff he did with Alan Moore. But this is just completely off the chain crazy stuff taking place in the future on where Earth has been renamed Termite and is now completely xenophobic and hates all aliens.
How far-fetched!
I know. What a concept, right?
I mean, the termite part is the far-fetched part.
Wow, yeah.
Right, yeah. But they're going on this crusade to purge all aliens from the universe and go on this galactic crusade of conquest. And Nemesis and his group of aliens stands in their way. This is a group of freedom fighters called Credo. And the whole series is just his travails against the leader of the termite people known as Tomás de Torquemada, who is named after, of course, the infamous Inquisitor General of the Spanish Inquisition. But It is just, I can't really describe it in words that do it justice, similar to Whisper. It's absolutely crazy. The artwork's amazing. It's so detailed that every time that I read it, I'm picking out something new that I didn't see the first dozen times that I read it. And that one that I sent the picture to Phil for is the definitive edition, which has all of the artwork reproduced in this largest, I think it's the biggest format that they can do, with those black and white reproductions. I don't know the exact dimensions, but it's the largest pages that you can get where you can actually take in all that gorgeous artwork. Those oversized editions.
Love it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the tagline on there, hellish tablatures of violence and grim humor.
Yeah.
Wait, can we use that for our tagline? Or?
Yeah, there we go. And that does it justice, really. Yeah. Hellish temperatures. There's about 5 volumes of this out there. So if anybody's interested in checking it out, it went on for several years. It started in 1980. And yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorite things. I just love it. It's very British. That's
the warning.
That's the definitely one disclaimer that I should add. If you're not familiar with British comics, definitely.
Is 2000 AD the company, or is that the larger series in Nemesis? The Warlock is part of that.
That was the title, and they had a bunch of. It was basically a serialized thing where in every issue they would have 5 or 6 different, like an anthology. They would have 5 or 6 different characters or stories. And like there was Nemesis the Warlock, there was some ABC Warriors, there was some Judge Dredd in there, stuff like that. So they just compiled all of those old bits from those issues and put them in this large volume.
So basically Action Comics Weekly, but done well.
Yes.
Take it easy.
Hey, Mark Waid was like an editor on that. Even he says that was like a shit show. Okay, so
that one story with Dick and Roy, that was pretty good.
Yeah, the Nightwing stuff wasn't bad. I'm just saying the general.
I don't know about the other stories.
Green Lantern stuff. Yeah. He'll still get the shakes.
I love the tunnel vision.
Yeah. Who? Me?
But yeah, 2000 AD ran from 1977 to 2011. So
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was quite the series. Very popular in the UK. Yeah.
All right.
They didn't have a lot.
Making his appearance, Mr. Tyler Patrick. Hello,
Hey,
sir.
Tyler.
Guys, sorry I'm late. Just the podcasting nature of some things just get disorganized. People run behind late and then push.
Bravest man in the world. He's trying to blame Mr. James Cole for being late.
Oh.
So we just
why are you Superman blue? Is Phil Superman red?
No, that's James.
Yes, that's me and James. This is why the name just stays there. Just never change it.
Oh. Yeah, no, if he turns his light on full, that room is just covered in Superman stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm just basking in the glow of my let's see if I can turn this here. Hold on. That's my Superman light.
Oh wow.
So I'm just basking in the
Jeez.
He's just recharging in his Fortress of Solitude. No worries, guys.
Because when I started recording when James, the sun hadn't set, and then I just been sitting here and the sun set, so it's there it got darker, so it threw it all off. So there we go. Just more of the room, but
nice.
What up, everybody? It's good to be back in Phil's new format, launching his new stuff.
Thank you. Yes, we were just talking some comics, talking some stuff I've got recently.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
We
got to keep an eye on that addiction, Tyler. We got to call him out on it.
I used to have.
Who has an entire, at least one, if not more, entire walls of Funkos in their house? Lilith Hellfire.
Ooh.
Look, I went from 600 to 250. Okay,
yeah, that's
down to 250, kids.
Yes.
That's a lot of Funkos.
I used to have a bunch of when the Marvel did their cards, in the mid-90s, the Marvel Flair cards.
Oh yeah, I have some of the 90s, but yeah.
I had the whole set of 2 different runs of Marvel cards, and someone was keeping them for me because when I moved, I didn't want to put them in storage, and long story short, they just kept them. So goodbye to my card collections.
Do you want? I tell them I just want to talk. Tell them to come outside. I just want to talk.
But I miss my cards.
All right, so yes, we talked some Nightwing with Kristen. We talked what Justin's reading.
Time for Power Girl. Let's just pull that Band-Aid off, Phil.
We got the Oh yeah, me and Lilith were going to discuss this on Unlimited Justice. But yes, unfortunately, we've got the final issue of Power Girl for now.
So I'm 1 month behind because I just decided just to read comics on the app because my closest comic book store is like 40 miles away, and I don't get there as often as I'd like. So I just been reading on the app. So I haven't read this one yet. So it's no problem. It's okay. You can spoil. Power Girl to me. Okay, Power Girl's a character that just is so convoluted, and I've been reading this new run here. And like I was with it when they're like, "Oh, she's Paige, cool, all right, new name, kind of new established." And then all of a sudden, like in the last one, like, "But Karen Starr is rich, and now we're taking her. I'm Karen again, and I have all of her money." And I was just like, "I'm so lost."
This is supposed to be the start of a new arc, and they had to wrap it up on one issue. It's so unfortunate. I thought that this book was doing pretty well, so I was very shocked that we got like the last minute rug pull. It was doing better than a couple of other books. So
do we know why? I mean, is it because
Supergirl movie? I would assume.
Yeah, probably because they're
Supergirl's and kind of that character's kind of in disrepair, and well, they don't have a Power Girl movie ready. So you know how it is.
It's just it's so hard to do. I think Power Girl because she is just a kind of alternate version of Supergirl.
She was Earth 2 Supergirl, yeah.
You know, and they've tried, like, she's been, like, I've said this before that I think a story that should have been done that I would have loved is Power Girl and Connor Superboy off world together. Because they're both kind of these extras.
And while they're at it, take Crypto with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
in a good way. Like, the best stories with Crypto are with Connor. So,
you know,
you're right. You're right.
We're living in this
all
era.
All the leftovers, you know, they just go off world
together. Well, like
all the ones that kept trying to get rid of during every single crisis.
Yeah. But I mean, like you have kind of Power Girl and Supergirl, so we doubled that. We have John Kent, Superman, Superboy. They don't know what they're doing, so they're going to name him Super Son. You know, and I just was like, you know what? I think Connor and I like Paige. I think. Getting away from the name Karen was a smart move because of the, Karens. But I just thought they would be great.
Even Karens need positive representation.
I just thought they would be great together in space. Like this idea that we're the leftovers, we don't really fit in, and they don't need us, and they kind of create their own, kind of family teen dynamic. But.
Were they trying to get boost numbers? Because again, she had a new suit for most of this run, and then what was it, like issue 17 or something? They put her back in the white suit and stuff. Was that?
I feel like there was a lot of editorial mandates that conflicted with Leah Williams' vision of what she wanted, and that's kind of the problem with Power Girl. Like they kind of give people carte blanche to do what they want, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh no, wait,
bring
about that."
Yeah,
it's always about moving her back to the status quo.
For whatever reason, even though most of the fans don't want it, we were okay with this. We're like, okay, yeah, if we're gonna get away from it, get away from it. Just pull the Band-Aid and let's just go.
It's like I thought they were advancing her character into a new place that really helped her be her own character, and then they're like, no, everybody wants her to be Karen, and back to this.
Who though? I want to know. I just want to talk to you. Drop a comment. Let me know why. Because I feel like this was working so well. And then to just take this huge step backwards was just like, to me, so sad. And like, maybe she had a cool, interesting idea for the whole thing. But like having to wrap it up in one issue was just wild.
Yeah.
Unsatisfying.
I mean, getting to issue 20 is kind of a victory though these days. Because unless you're like Batman, Superman,
especially for a female led book in DC. Yeah. That's not Wonder Woman. Absolutely.
Unless you're Batman.
Or Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they let Catwoman go as long as they did, to be honest.
Well, she's probably going to get renumbered too. If Batman and Superman getting renumbered.
Are they renumbering everything?
Yeah, it feels like
well, my whole theory is like, again, by the summer they're renumbering Superman and Batman, and like you really think they're going to renumber those two and let like Catwoman and Nightwing keep their numbering?
What
they should let Nightwing keep his numbering, because that's a huge goal.
125, yeah.
What's the reason though? They're doing some big crisis.
Well, Superman, because the movie's coming out, because they want a nice shiny new number one.
If they start making him look like Corn Sweats, I'm gonna have beef.
What?
I'm gonna have beef. Yes, I call him Corn Sweats. Sorry. If you know, you know. Like, if you're familiar with these movies, then you'd understand.
Well, I mean, what's funny is that you go back, you look
at... Is that our segue into the trailer talk?
Sure. I was just thinking...
That trailer was amazing, yeah.
The DCU, the YOU, like right there at the end of the New 52, they tried to like switch to where what's funny is they made the Flash look more like Grant Gustin's suit. Brightest Grant Gustin's suit tried to go more traditional with like the white, and then they tried to start drawing Aquaman to look more like Momoa.
Yeah,
and they were and then they were like, "This isn't going to work." Rebirth.
Don't call it a rebrand. Call it a refresh.
So I said Rebirth.
I mean, they're doing Rebirth. Next time they need to do a reboot, it needs to be DC Renaissance.
Ooh. Everybody's in the medieval period. They're going to call Kristen to consult.
Yeah, or remix. They could do all cyberpunk with it and do remix.
I want solar punk. I think that we need solar punk, not cyberpunk. I think that it's time.
Yeah,
that's true. Renewable energy.
Exactly. Yeah.
But again, I mean,
Superman's powered by the sun. I'm just saying it makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie. I think that movie's going to do good. I mean, I think it's good on its own, but especially compared to the Zack Snyder stuff. I mean, that Snyder stuff was too dark, especially for Superman.
I mean, I felt like it was too dark for Batman. So yeah, it was too dark for Superman.
What you mean? Him branding guys to get killed in prison?
It's giving Frank Miller in the worst way.
Yes, they just
needed to interpret Frank Miller, and then there's that way
in there to really.
Wait, who? Who?
Well, like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Frank Miller? Okay.
Your mother's a whore.
What's the style of Frank Miller's writing?
Your mother's a whore.
James and I were talking about this just a little bit ago, actually. It's like, Man of Steel, when it came out, like it was never designed to be the launch of a universe.
Yeah.
It was designed to be the Batman Begins for Superman. They were still
waited so long because they were supposed to have the movie with the bat. Like then they just decided they weren't going to do that, so they were still trying to scrap it. They were still trying to have like Nolan involved. It was just a mess, So you have kind of a soft reboot again of this Superman when you get to Dawn of Justice, and it just really takes on a new form. And something that I said to James was, this new film, it looks good. I'm not hating anything I'm seeing. Everything looks like they're trying to take it directly from the comics. And I like every Superman movie to a different degree, but there's no one film that I'm completely in love with where I feel like I come out feeling, oh, yes. Like there's always something like, that kind of like there's something off in it. So I'm really hoping that with this movie, I'll finally have a live action Superman film where I'm like, okay. Is there any movie that you think is perfect though?
No, I mean not perfect, but just like I like Batman Begins a lot. It's my favorite, and I don't really have any nitpicks about it. Like The Dark Knight, I really don't have any nitpicks other than I think it's a little too long, and I don't really need the boat scene. But just as films, like even The Batman, I never come out like, oh man, there's something off with it. Like I'm always like, okay, that was fine.
What, you don't like that Nirvana song every 8.5 minutes?
Hey. I didn't the Nirvana song. I just feel like they should have added the lyrics. Should just been an instrumental version, like earlier when they use it.
They get their money's worth on those royalties.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Courtney Love gives it away, so
she'll take the money. But that's just my thing. It's like, I mean, yeah, no movie's perfect. Like, there's always something in a Superman movie where I feel like they could have done something more, or like, what's horrible is like in
Christopher Reeve movies, like when they could have got his powers right.
Well, like in Superman the movie, once we get to after the first night out, I think it dips. Like I enjoyed Gene Hackman's Lex, but like the whole stuff with him and Tessmacher and Otis, like with the missile, I think the movie just starts to lag and suffers. And I feel like I'm in a different movie now. And I'm actually kind of like checking out at that point. So I'm saying, like, I think everything dips a little, and there's parts where I'm like, okay, all right. So I don't want to have that kind of feel in this movie. I want to be, excited. So
I want to know why they put this trailer out A at CinemaCon and B so early. Like, this feels kind of early for 11, like damn near 12-minute trailer.
Well, I mean, they've been promoting this since what?
They're promoting it, but like a long trailer like that, like especially such like a heavy action scene like that. It's just curious because CinemaCon is not really like anything prestigious of like out of all the cons it was CinemaCon. Like
I feel like CinemaCon over the years is getting bigger of showing stuff and doing stuff like this to the insiders and not the fans.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the insiders are never really gonna be like, listen, they're never gonna give Superman any Superman movie an Oscar. Like a main Oscar. No. So it's like just cater to the fans. That's where your bread and butter is. You know what I mean?
Well, do you think they're just like extra nervous because the Fantastic Four movie comes out the same month?
I think that's just bad business.
So hard, bro.
I think that's just bad business. I think, it kills me they talk about trying to get people back in theaters and the movie industry, needing it. And then they put 3 big blockbusters that are supposed to draw people back to back to back.
Especially with the way the prices are in the economy. It's wild.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're going to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Why aren't these movies doing better?
Superhero fatigue.
Yeah, it's like, how about you drop one in June, one in July, and one at the beginning of August? To really like help spread out, because you're actually hurting yourself instead of creating like healthy competition. So
Hollywood's on the way out, man. We're gonna find it's gonna be all AI slop, unfortunately, in the next 10 years because they can't figure it out. They can't get their stuff together. So
I feel like one of the biggest jokes is when people are like, we should run stuff like a business. Have you ever looked at how businesses are run? It's terrible.
Especially Hollywood. Everything's upside down technically on the balance sheets. If you know, you know.
Yes, because
everything runs at a deficit, especially when the interest rates go high. Just
because nothing, enhances creativity more than talking about business.
Mm-hmm. Spreadsheets, man. That's what gets the brain rolling.
So sexy. Numbers are so sexy.
Oh my.
But yeah, no, I just was like, I loved the trailer. It was just really curious where they dropped it and when they dropped it. And then it like took, I think it was actually a whole week for actual, like the rest of the fans to actually see it. So it was just kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
Wait, what's the third big superhero movie? You said there's a Fantastic
It's not. It's Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park, Rebirth, and Superman.
Oh, Jurassic Park. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they said 3 big blockbusters.
They need to let that Jurassic Park franchise go. Unless you're merging it with Fast and the Furious Universal, it ain't happening, babe.
Oh, yeah, is that the reboot?
I didn't even know they were doing another one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Because Chris Pratt failed us on the Jurassic Park front. And then they couldn't get gold. The original trio, that movie flopped. So it's just
it did.
Now it's like Scarlett Johansson.
Well, they made it about mosquitoes and poop.
Yep. They made it about the locusts.
To be real though, actually a Jurassic Park Fast and the Furious franchise,
dinosaurs and fast cars. I'm telling you, they need to call me. I have a screenplay ready to go.
Interesting and very American.
They could call it Dino Riders.
Oh man, dang.
Wait. Oh no, Paramount owns Transformers. Damn it.
I was going to say, like, the only thing that makes me interested in, like, with the new Jurassic film is Steve Kloves wrote the script, and I like Gareth Edwards as a director. So
yeah, but it has no chance. It's so overly corporate and AI slop suit driven, like that Jurassic Park franchise is, unfortunately, now. Like, it's not like about fun and the wonder and doing animatronics. It's doing the CGI as cheap as possible, fast as possible. It's just not fun anymore. That franchise is just not fun anymore.
Also, by this point, it should be well established that dinosaurs and humans cannot coexist, and this is a bad idea. Stop.
I mean,
but I want a little baby Triceratops, all because of Land Before Time. That's all I want. And a Brachiosaurus named Littlefoot. That's all I want.
Yeah, but you also want a bazooka. None of these are good ideas, Lilith.
That's true. I was gonna say, like, the
I'm a responsible weapons owner. I'll have you know, Phil. A bazooka's more safe with me than some people in this country. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if they're gonna revive dinosaurs, we're gonna need bazookas.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah, if you need any kind of Fast and the Furious script on, with anything coming from any direction, look to Lilith because she's a big Fast and Furious fan.
Yeah. I want to pretend like the last 3 movies didn't happen and then...
Oh, there you go. It's going to be like the
that's the first start.
Choose your own adventure with Dom and his crew.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
But it was a solid week for comics, at least for DC. I have not really been doing a lot of Marvel lately. But DC had a really solid week. Medieval Spawn #1 came out. Maybe Kristen can get into that.
Oh, I haven't. I thought I saw the name somewhere, but I haven't read it.
We didn't finish up about Power Girl.
What happens?
I mean, unfortunately,
they resolved it kind of sort of weirdly, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like big revelation, Tyler. It's really like just tying it up quick, and it's like, again, it would be fine, but they just like cut it, like tie it up really quick. So
like waka waka waka, let's be friends.
Anything else anyone wants to talk about?
Oh wait, did you read G.I. Joe Real American Hero Roadblock #1?
Yeah. Justin, I don't know if you saw those, but like
did Roadblock get his miniseries?
No, it's like they've been doing one shots for
one shots
for the anniversary of that silent issue where it's basically a bunch of G.I. Joe issues, but they're all silent.
Oh, right. Okay.
Roadblock was this week. They did a Jinx one.
They can't do a silent Roadblock, though. Come on. Part of the charm of Roadblock is all the crap that he says.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about that.
Why, Lilith? Did you like that?
I thought it was interesting.
But yeah, they've been doing a bunch of silent ones this month.
I do want to shout out IDW. I think Star Trek is literally the only thing that's holding that whole company together. Star Trek 31, of course, by friends of the show, Colin and Jackson, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing.
They may be returning soon. I'm still in talks with representation. So,
they're big and fancy now. Okay,
mm-hmm.
I understand.
Yes,
they're in very high demand. I understand.
Oh, hey,
it can't all be DG Chichester. I get it.
Oh, well, yeah.
But no, it's about the lore war, and it's part 3. It's so good. Like, cause Cisco is like the main guy in this particular Star Trek book. So that's why I love it so much.
Yes.
It's really good. He brings like crews from past shows and present shows and stuff like that too. So it's a really interesting book. They have really great, arcs and stuff. And it's just like, we're doing some Klingon stuff right now too. So
nice.
It's pretty cool.
Sounds dirty, Klingon stuff. Oh, hey, Justin, the Energon Universe, G.I. Joe #6. We get their first fight between Duke and Cobra Commander.
Ooh, nice. Showdown.
Russell's going to be all foaming at the mouth for that.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get Russell on one of these weeks, maybe when some of those drop, just so he can show everyone his G.I. Joe collection.
Oh, yes, you guys have to see that. Yeah.
I don't know how his wife tolerates it.
He'll be like, I have every Cobra Commander ever made. And it's like, okay.
Not just every Cobra Commander, every Emperor Palpatine, every Darth Vader, every Shredder.
I'm noticing a theme.
Oh, he loves villains, yeah.
Exactly. That's the joke. Tones of Evil.
Yeah.
I mean, in his defense, several of those villains.
Palpatine did nothing wrong. I'm sorry.
I mean, Darth Vader, it's just classic. And Shredder, I mean, a very distinctive.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean,
absolutely.
At least he was being voiced by Uncle Phil, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Howdy,
that's the best. That is the best.
That's the young man right there.
Howdy, y'all. So how are you and Justin and Phil, how are you guys feeling about the Marvel lineup lately? Like, I feel like it's been kind of a little bit floppy.
With
just in general, the lineup, like, I'm not really feeling that Eddie Brock Carnage.
Really?
Champions.
No, I haven't been reading New Champions. But
even the Deadpool Wolverine is not great. I did like Predator versus Spider-Man though this week.
Oh, you did?
I did read number 1. Yeah, that was all right. And again,
I mean, like I just want a fun comic book where I don't have to think too much. Where I don't have to go, well, that's not canon.
Well, you know why you like Spider-Man versus Predator? It's not in continuity. They're still married.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Hey, you be proud of me. I read Spider-Boy.
Why?
Really?
I just was curious about it.
Why don't you take it easy on yourself and put your nuts in a vice?
It was sad.
It's okay. Like the first couple issues are okay, but like it just gets worse and worse and weird and creepy.
I read the first 2.
It's Dan Slott. Of course, it's going to get creepy.
Bailey's just too young to be doing stuff, especially with Madame Monster. Like, I just don't like it. It just doesn't sit well with me.
Basically, Kristen, it was one of these things where reality gets rewritten. Before Spider-Man didn't have a sidekick, now he does after reality.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. And he doesn't have webs, so like that was interesting too.
Yeah.
And then he's like an actual spider.
It
was weird.
Dan's a weird guy.
Actual spider, but he doesn't have webs?
Yeah. It's interesting.
That seems
but it's like really sad too. I felt bad for him the whole time. I'm like, dang, kid.
You know what we didn't discuss since we did this, Lilith. I was right. It was confirmed. Mary Jane is the new Venom. So
yeah.
Once again,
what?
Right?
Yeah.
Eddie Brock's Carnage symbiote, and Mary Jane Watson is the new Venom.
God, they just need to give it up.
It's like you'll do everything with Mary Jane, but let her be married to Peter. I swear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe
we'll convert Felicia right off into the sunset. Like, I need Jackpot, Black Cat. They can go off and do their own thing. If you're not going to respect Mary Jane, and like, come on, giving her a symbiote, like, come on,
that's nuts.
I think that
after being Jackpot, that's crazy.
I think
how many times have they killed her and brought her back to life?
Yeah, was the last person to have a symbiote. Like I said, even the Osborns got symbiotes. Both of them. If I had a nickel for every time an Osborn got a symbiote, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's weird it happened twice.
Or amnesia.
Well, that's just the family business at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They give everyone that symbiote.
That's bad.
I thought it would have been more interesting if it didn't have like a host. And it's like, yeah, I'm just a symbiote, no host. What you gonna do now?
I want some of my favorite characters to be with redheads. I want Spider-Man married to Mary Jane. Nightwing, just marry him off to Barbara Gordon already, please.
Yeah, when are they gonna do
or Starfire? Either way.
Because again, Batman's too emotionally stunted to actually be in a committed relationship. So let's give it to Dick Grayson.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He's too emotionally stunted to even be a good dad. So anyway,
depends on the writer. Sometimes he manages.
Dick's a better father than Bruce. Come on.
Of course. He's better than Batman in every way, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, he's the fulfillment. He's the thing that Batman can never be. But, like, I think a lot of times, like, the suits at least forget that. That's the promise. Nightwing is the promise that Batman kind of birthed into the universe. And I think people that needs to be, like, in the Bible at the top. It's like, yes, Dick is better than Bruce in every single way. Yeah. And don't you fucking forget it.
I think
there's a drop in there somewhere.
Well, I think the biggest part of the Dick Grayson story is he represents, like, you can go through the same tragedy and come out on a different end, where Dick has learned to heal, grow, love, and move forward. Bruce constantly tortures himself and is forever trapped in the moment of his parents' death and can't get out of his own way, where Dick has been able to move on.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Amen.
On that note.
Oh, a little sobering up. It's time to go. All right. We got a bunch of stuff coming up.
Yeah, we covered all kinds of stuff.
Well, no, I mean, next our upcoming episodes, we got a lot.
Who's watching Thunderbolts?
I am.
No.
I actually am more interested in it now because I've heard positive things, and plus, I enjoy just going to the movies. Period. And Solomon wants to see it, so.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, if you enjoy the movies, I recommend Sinners. I thought it was a really good movie.
I'm trying to get there. Just Janine and I just haven't been able to get our schedules to line up with someone to watch the kids so we can go.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, it's rated R for sure.
Yes, because next episode, which we'll get in like 3 days, kids. Yes, we're going to talk to Marcus Alquerez about Warden, which is the producer director on that movie. Yes, so and I have screening links for everyone, so we can watch that. And again, episode 3, Thunderbolts. Everyone can show up on the episode, but if you don't want to see the movie, that's fine. But we're got to see some John Walker and all over the place.
Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing this movie. I saw the preview for it when I went to see something else, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm like 10 Marvel movies behind.
So
I've called this movie The Leftovers for quite a while.
Yeah.
My thing was, when I saw the first trailer for it, I had no desire to see it. But then the second trailer looked better, and then the most recent trailer, and then some of the things I've seen come out, I'm like, okay, I'm more interested in it now.
So
Fantastic Four, I'm holding hope out for, but not really.
I'm sure we'll be fine, but it's like I don't really read Marvel, so nothing about those people made me want to care about them. So I'm like,
So episode 3, me and Tyler will talk Thunderbolts, and then we can all talk.
And I'll come talk trash. Like, I can't believe you two. I think the kids might make me go see it, so I'll let you know if they drag me to go see it.
And then we can talk some Star Wars stuff because we were recording on Star Wars Day. So
yay! And the day. Well, we can talk about what we got for Free Comic Book Day.
Oh yeah, comics.
Oh
too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. All right.
Support your local comic book shops. They need it.
That's right.
Lord knows they need it.
Yes.
So we got lots of stuff coming. Episode 4, we're going to talk with Jeff Johnson about his Kickstarter book, Rogue's Kingdom, with special guest Mr. Will Allred.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then
that's kind of his domain, so it makes sense.
And then the following episode, Will return to talk about his Kickstarter book. Crossover Division number 6 is going to be coming out. So
that's right. Chugging along. We're so proud of him.
I love that.
And then the episode after that, we're going to talk to David Papose again about his Captain Planet series.
Captain Planet. He's a hero.
Gonna
take pollution down to 0.
Our powers back. I can go. Don't get me started, Justin.
All right.
Just as long as Chris Hemsworth's not going to be in the live action anymore, I'm good.
And then Lilith, the episode after that, these 3 are going to get to experience a Chichester chat.
Ooh, boy.
Yes.
What issue are we discussing for Chichester chats as a refresher, please?
Issue 1 of his new book, Risk.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he sent me a link for that too, so everyone can check
I love
that
it.
Yeah,
brand new.
That's
awesome.
great.
It's giving espionage, and I love it.
And all right, this is as far as I've scheduled so far. But episode 7, last but not least, I mean, we'll probably just talk comics, but we will have special guest, international special guest. You know him, Mr. Ray
Batman, my favorite character.
You could at least done Out of the Pouch. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boing.
Oh, kangaroo.
You guys are hilarious.
All right. I wonder. Did you see? I guess is it Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 10? That's supposed to be Legacy 250. I'll have to check. I want if that's out by then. We're gonna definitely have to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
But we'll talk whenever Moon Knight's out. All right.
Okay, wait. Just one more recommendation. I totally forgot because it's a DC book. Y'all need to be reading Last Days of Lex Luthor. It is such a good book. I love me some Lex Luthor, but I feel like this is the book that's gonna push Lex Luthor over the edge with the mainstream. It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't read 2 yet because I was waiting for 3 to come out.
Well, 3 just came
out. And it just came out. I just want to go pick it up because I bought 2 and 3. I just got to get to the shop. Like I said, it's far away because I want to sit down and just read 1, 2, and 3, considering that it took almost 2 years for parts 2 and 3 to come out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had to re-release issue 1 because it had come out so long ago. And
Mark Waid and Brian Hitch, though, ugh.
Yeah. And again, the price tag's a little steeper, but just because it's one of the larger Black Label books. Yeah,
it's worth it.
But it's good. Yeah, it's Mark Waid. Yeah, Brian Hitch.
Great combo. Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of, I feel like in a lot of ways, like a spiritual sequel to Birthright. So I just recently reread Birthright to dive back into this. So
it's kind of like a call out to the Silver Age Superman stuff. Yeah. Which again, it seems like Mark's doing that all over the place. There and
one of the best. I mean, like Golden Age is goofy, but I feel like Silver Age is like where like a lot of the famous stories kind of lie and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. I think that is the best era for Superman morally.
Golden Age stuff's pretty good.
I mean, it would be.
It's a little goofy, but I love it.
I think it'd be fun to like go back and like tap in and do some more like Golden Age vibe Superman stories, like. When he was more depowered and he really was the champion of the oppressed.
Yeah.
And just kind of go that route. It'll be fun to do.
Yeah.
I'll punch some Nazis.
Yes.
we need more of that.
We need a reminder that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
Yes. I feel like Mark Waid is subtly trying to turn a lot of DC stuff back to like a lot of Silver Age stuff, especially in that World's Finest book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kristen, did you see World's Finest is now crossing over with present day Justice League Unlimited?
I did see that, and because I read it, because I'm still getting it, and there was a profound lack of Robin in the month, and I was sad.
Unfortunately, yeah. All right.
Like, I didn't spend my $3.99 to read about not Robin.
That's right. It's dickless.
It was.
All right. Anything else?
No. Sorry to derail. Sorry.
All right. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. All right. First we'll do show plugs. All right. Oh, never mind. No, I have it. Shut up, Lilith. I swear it takes me 2 seconds to do something. Lilith's like, you effed up. So I'm like, no, settle down.
Sorry, I'm just channeling my inner Danielle.
Yeah, one wife is enough. All right, kids. Yes. So
look at that.
Gave you the schedule. Gave you a comics talk this time. So send us your thoughts on anything. Send us questions for our upcoming guests. Especially please send in your Batman questions for Ray. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can find us all over your favorite social media accounts and even the ones you hate. Make sure you pretty much support us by buying merch on TeePublic or Spring. Or again, Lilith and her subtle suggestions. Just rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
It's the best way to support us.
Make it rain.
Next to liking, commenting, and subscribing, of course.
That's right. Or, of course, if you want something for your money, subscribe to the Patreon, which, again, Lilith and I have been doing a bunch of uncensored stuff. If you guys want to do a Patreon episode, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Completely uncensored. Doesn't have to be comics or nothing. Yeah, so just whatever you want.
We got to get some of these guys in on this, that, or the third.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, subscribe to, Capes and Lunatics Plus. That's right, kid. It's the
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, again, it's the hip new app. Yeah, come on.
Isn't Plus always what you have to add to everything now?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
I prefer Capes After Dark, but whatever.
Well, when you do some of your naughty talk, that's Capes and Lunatics After Dark. It's on Capes and Lunatics Plus. Boy, if we really had an app, we could fool people. All right. All right, and Lilith is antisocial, so she has no plugs. But
go touch grass while you're listening to the podcast. That's my advice.
That's smart.
It almost rhymed. I swear it almost rhymed. All right, kids, look at this. Watch this. All right.
Oh wow.
That's right, kids. So
slacking. Jeez.
Love it.
Justin,
you've been working overtime, Phil.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Justin, tell everyone about the Lost Library of Legends.
Yes, you can find me every month over the Lost Library of Legends talking about some obscure and forgotten comic book from the past 40 years. Currently, I am doing a multiple-part retrospective on a title from the Malibu Ultraverse.
Wait.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch. I was waiting.
I think of that often. I don't know why. Anytime someone says anything about the 90s, that little plug right there pops in my head.
Nice. I like that.
Back to the 90s here, bitch.
Stanza.
That's good.
All right. And again, she's always too shy to do her own plug. Yes, go on Amazon now. I know all you effers are on Amazon. Yeah, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder, a book of essays all about Dick Grayson. I promise you will learn something new about
It's so good. I have it.
Yes. So do I. Put together by this kangaroo genius down here. And of course, then, Tyler, if people want some Superman talk with you and the eighth wonder of the world, where can they find Krypton Report?
Everywhere you get your podcasts, on all social media. Even though sometimes I just feel like just dropping every social media, but
yeah,
because it's nice to promote and connect, but then it's just a lot of negativity too, and it just gets tiring.
Yeah.
But just search for us; we'll be there.
We'll be there. All right. So yeah. So see, look, I kind of condensed that. So
very nice. Very nice.
Everyone cheer me. All right. No.
Yeah, Phil.
All
pat
right.
on the back. Pat
Good
on the
job,
back.
Phil.
All right.
Great job, Phil. Great job, Phil.
Well, we got to teach these people.
Graphic design is clearly your passion.
I like it. I wish I could do that as a job. But Lilith, make a note, Lilith. We have to teach these kids about sarcasm.
There is no sarcasm, only positivity.
Cool. Okay.
Only Sewell.
All right. So once the music starts playing, I got to tell these three. Who's going to say ampersand? It's going to be all three of them.
Yeah.
I will say.
We don't say and. We literally say ampersand.
Yes, I created that.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
I'll say we have been your capes, and then you three say ampersand,
and then I say lunatics
because that's very on brand. So
all right, let's do it.
Of course.
All right. All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone, for another week. Once again, we have been your capes.
Ampersand.
And
Lunatics. We'll work on it.
We'll get it.
Yeah, we a little finally perfected it after like 350 episodes.
355 episodes.
that's
Only the rebrand.
a long time.
So yes, every episode you should have the five of us, a special guest, and the ghost of Charlie SR.
That's right.
Not the good.
The puppet. I'm sorry.
Haunting us for the New Jersey afterlife.
Is that different than the regular afterlife?
I don't think so, honestly.
New Jersey was purgatory.
It probably was.
No, I thought he said when New Jersey was good. He would remind us that it was the Garden State.
He was quite the contrarian.